All right.
What wars and branches of service did you serve in?
All right, I was in the U.S. Navy, and I was in Vietnam.
What was your rank?
When I got out, I was second class gunfire control technician. FTG 2 is where it was.
Where did you exactly serve in Vietnam?
Pardon?
Where did you actually serve in Vietnam?
Oh, I was on board ship on the USS Harold E. Holt.
Can you please repeat the ship?
USS Harold, G-R-O-L-D, E. Holt, H-O-L-T. You got a good pen.
Okay.
H-O-L-T, that's DE 1074.
E-T.
DE 1074, destroyer escort.
Okay. Were you drafted or did you enlist?
Oh, I enlisted.
Can you give a little bit more of why you enlisted?
I didn't want to go in the Army or the Marines. Plus then I wanted schooling too.
Okay. Where were you living at the time?
At the time of,
Where were you living at the time when you got enlisted?
oh, I was in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, exactly York, Pennsylvania, which is just south of Harrisburg.
I actually was there actually.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Why did you want to join, or why did you join?
So I can get schooled for my schooling.
Okay, anything else you can?
Electronic school is what I was interested in.
What memory stands out to you most from the war?
Oh, actually, when you have to ask permission to sit there and shoot at a target, that's not a war. It was a police action. It was never declared a war.
Do you remember arriving and what was it like?
What was it like?
Do you remember when you arrived at Vietnam?
Oh, actually, we were a couple different places. Well, when we went over, we stopped in the Philippines, and our first time out, we went out into the Gulf of Tonkin with the USS Long Beach.
Mm-hmm. And
that was for about a month. That was about 30 days.
Can you relate anything of what happened what happened when you entered the Gulf of Tonkin?
Well, about every Sunday morning, a MiG would come in toward us, and we'd go to general quarters, and that's how our Sunday started.
Tell me about a couple of your most memorable experiences, if you have any.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, after Gulf of Tonkin, they moved us up to the DMZ on the gun line.
Okay.
And we definitely did a lot of shooting up there. Memorable one? Oh, yeah. All right, so picture this. We just finished shooting. Because we were close to shore, we were within about 5 miles of shore.
Okay.
Our gun was completely empty, and we were heading out to a little deeper water.
Mm-hmm.
And anyhow, I was working in the aft part of the ship, and we had a helicopter on board, and it was right above where I was. So I was damage control petty officer at that time, and I was doing some maintenance work, and all of a sudden, kaboom, there was an explosion. And first thing it hit me, I'm going, oh, the helicopter blew up and I'm getting the heck out of here. And then about 5 seconds later, there was a second explosion. Actually, I ran from the back end of the ship to the front end of the ship and down before they even started general quarters. Our ship turned completely around, and by the time we turned around, our gun was loaded and ready to go.
What was your job or assignment?
I was work center supervisor.
Okay, did you see combat at all while you were in Vietnam?
I mean, no, we weren't on the shore, no. But every time we were asked to shoot at a target, well, we had like spotters on shore that if they would need some assistance, we would help them out. We had people on the air, plus in our own helicopter. They would go out and do some spotting. There's troops here, and we would do shore bomb.
Could you describe what shore bombing is a little bit more in detail?
Oh, shore bomb. That's fun. All right. What they would do, they would give it. All right. Say this is the train.
Okay.
All right. Here's the troops.
Okay.
And they would give us the coordinates of those troops, and we're out here. We put it, dial it into our ballistic computer, and then we'd shoot. That's what you call shore bombardment.
Were you awarded any medals or citations?
Combat action.
Combat action.
Well, plus the 2 ribbons that they gave you for Vietnam, one from the U.S. and one from Vietnam.
Okay. How did you stay in touch with your family at that time?
At that time, it was just mail.
Did you receive any letters from your family back from?
Oh yeah, from my wife, yeah.
So from your wife.
Oh yeah.
Was there anything special you did for good luck?
Pardon?
Was there anything special you did for good luck?
Keep my head low. No, I just kept our system up and made sure it was working before I go to bed at night.
What did you think of officers or fellow soldiers at the time?
Our group of guys, well, we only had 130 some crew, and we all knew everybody, so that was kind of nice.
Did you keep a personal diary?
No, I did not.
Okay. Do you recall the day? Yep, I think I asked you this. Do you recall the day that your service ended?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this
Yeah.
already, but I just wanted to recap.
Yeah, that was February '75, and actually that's when I got back from my second Westpac cruise. Got back in January, and I got discharged the following month.
Why did you get discharged?
My enlistment was up.
Okay. Did you make any close friendships while you were in Vietnam?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember any of the names?
Yeah, actually one of our friends, we hear from them every Christmas.
Do you know the name?
Cope is the last name.
Cope.
Yeah. COPE.
Did you join a veterans organization?
I'm in the American Legion here in town, Post 21.
I will get that from him. Do you continue any of the relationships do you continue the relationship with Cope, and for how long have you continued that relationship?
all our friends.
Just with that one friend that
Oh,
you
yeah.
mentioned.
Oh, yeah. We hear from them every year. Because now, their son, the youngest son, yeah, he was in the Army. I think he's still in the Army yet. He's gonna put his 20 years in and he's getting out.
Do you attend any reunions?
Pardon?
Do you attend any reunions?
I've attended one ship reunion, oh God, it was a little while back, of the ship that I went over in Vietnam with. That was the Herald Eagle.
What did you go on to do as a career after the war?
I worked for Snap-on Tool,
My aunt works there.
at Northern Repair Center, repairing automotive test equipment.
Okay. We have a few last questions we want to ask you. How did your service and experience affect your life?
Actually, the schooling that I got in the Navy, well, at that time, they didn't give you a associate degree. I had to go back to school. But then they paid the GI Bill, they paid for my schooling, they paid for my books, and then they paid for me every month to attend. So that was kind of nice.
So, I
So-
just want to know this. What college did you go to?
Gateway.
That's where I want to go. I want to be a pilot.
Same here. Is there anything you would like to add that we have not covered in this interview? Or anything important?
That was about it for Vietnam. That was just the one ship that I was on.
I just want to know, could you explain a little bit in detail what you do for the U.S. Navy?
Oh, as I said, I was a gunfire control
So
technician.
control technician for
Right.
the Navy.
Right. Yeah, because after I got out of school, I was a third class, and then I made rank, made second, and actually, after I got out of school, yeah, I was third, but I was on one ship, and I got transferred to another new ship, same class, and that's the one I went over to Vietnam in. And then when I got back from Vietnam, then I got transferred again, and I had another Westpac cruise, and one day out of Hawaii, they says, oh, you're going to be a hard hat shore patrol in the Philippines for our duration of your cruise. I'm going, no, because they're going down to Australia and do operations with the Australian Navy, and I wasn't any part of that. So when they picked me up to go back home, I was the only pollywog in the ship, and everybody else were shellbacks, and they wanted me badly. And they said, no, we're not gonna do that.
Do you know anything about the Australian Navy? Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't get down there. It would have been neat.
You got any other questions, Joey, that you can think of?
Well, when you were your gunfire control technician, what were your duties? Like, what did you actually do?
Actually, I was a work center supervisor, and what that entails of is assigning everybody else below me different jobs. We had planned what they call PMS, which is Planned Maintenance System. And it was a big chart. We had daily duties, weekly duties, monthly duties, stuff that has to be done. And then I would assign that to everybody else below me.
I have
And any other paperwork had to be done or order parts, I had to do that.
Yeah.
What was the food like in Vietnam?
Pardon?
What was the food like?
Oh, our food was good. Navy food was good. Oh, yeah.
Can you recall any what you guys had?
Oh, sometimes we had cookouts. Hamburgers, hot dogs,
Just all the good stuff.
yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, that's why I said it wasn't like the Marines and the Army where they got rations, you know.
Well, you got any other questions, Joey?
Well, I'll be back here on the 19th, maybe. We think of a
Well,
couple more.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm absent-minded right now, but I think we're good. Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you.